We are introducing player from Spain. Number 6, Ueda. Number 8, Ardubi. Number 10, Ron. Number 11, Kasi. Number 12, Maramo. Number 13, Nelson. Number 20, Kubre. Number 21, Abadu. Number 22, Nunya. Number 24, Moratea. Number 27, Kasi. And number 28, Lorenzo. Head coach, Miguel Wagel. Assistant Professor Boran. And Sergio Borrell. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Germany.
Welcome to the Prince of Songkla University here in Phuket, Thailand. We are about to get underway with the bronze medal game here at the 2021 U23 Men's Wheelchair Basketball World Championships. Spain up against Germany. Your German side, number 5, Tobias Hell. Number 6, Lucas Glossner. 7, Bastian Kohl. 8 is Paul Yachmich. 9, Maximilian Lemmering. Number 10, Thomas Ryer. Number 11, Luis Conrad. Number 12, Soren Siebold. 13, Alexander Kaiser. 14, Julian Lemmering. And number 15, Alexander Budd. And for the Spanish side, number 6, Raul Vega. Number 8, Oscar Onrubia. Number 10 is Luis Roy Cavero. Number 11, Francisco Garcia. Number 12 is Bial Carbo. Number 13 is Diego Melchor. Number 20, Pablo Ubri Sanchez. Number 21 is Pablo Piatto. Number 22, Nicolas Paradelas. 24, Ignacio Ortega. 27 is Adrian Garcia. And number 28, Manuel Lorenzo. At the start of this tournament, many would have predicted that Spain and Germany would be playing in the gold medal game, but Spain beaten last night by the Japanese, and Germany going down to Turkey. So still proud to play for here, and promises to be a close encounter between these two European giants, and we'll be underway in just a bit. And away we go. Bronze medal game of the 2021 U23 Men's World Wheelchair Basketball Championships. And Adrian Garcia will get Spain up and running early. Thomas Raya for the Germans. Rubia will find a pass towards Garcia. Garcia had to check back a bit, but drives into the paint. Rebound collected by Lammering for the Germans. Lammering's mid-range shot drops and scores level. And Ortega will find Garcia once again. So both teams trading baskets at the moment. Lammering. And Thomas Raya's effort there short on that occasion. Foul on Glossner. Thomas Raya for Germany. Shot clock was at 6, and that effort by Lammering short goes straight out of bounds. Ignacio Ortega takes the Spanish up to a 6-point lead. 7 minutes to play here in this first quarter. Good work there by Julian Lammering. Brings the Germans to back within 4. This referee will stop the play so that Tobias Hell can get up. Helped there by the Spanish number 28, Lorenzo. Keeps his score tally ticking over. He's got all the German points at this stage of the game. Thomas Raya, Germany doing well there to get the possession back, and Raya looking to get the shot, tilts himself onto the one wheel. No foul drawn on that occasion, and away comes Ortega. Thomas Raya called for the reach-in foul there. German coach Peter Rickards whispering in the ear of the referee on the right-hand side of the court. Rubia takes the Spanish up to a 6-point lead. 5 minutes 12 to play here in the first. Good work by Lammering finding Raya. Raya takes the Germans up to 8, and we have on Rubia here for Spain now. Good work once again there by Ignacio Ortega. Lammering playing it through to Glossner. He finds Alexander Budd. Budd not converting on that occasion. Germany will want to get the ball to Alexander Budd more often. And first time out of the game goes to the Germans as they drop to an 8-point deficit. Spain 16, Germany 8. Joining me in commentary for the rest of the game here is Kenny Mackay. Welcome, Kenny.
Nice to be here, Jerry, and see the third and fourth place playoff. Both teams will be disappointed after last night.
Alexander Bud for the Germans, and Bud will get his shot up, so deficit back down to the 10 points. Bit of a sluggish start, should I say, by the Germans. Spain with the early momentum, Kenny.
Yeah, they've pulled away they've got that 6-point lead at the moment. But as we've seen in a lot of these games, 6 points not being a lot.
Tobias Hull gives the ball to Lammering. Thomas Raya launches it to Bud. Bud sets himself up and a little bit long in that range. Kenny, are you surprised to be commentating a bronze medal game with these two nations involved?
I think there is some surprise. I think I was very surprised how Spain performed yesterday. I think they underperformed a bit last night. Germany had such a tough game though. But as we've said before, I think there's so many of these teams could be in the final.
Good play by Alexander Bud, trying to get a shot up, and Ortega will pick up his first foul. Correction, that foul given to Garcia. And away comes Ortega for the Spanish. Kenny, what would you say the key matchups are in this game, and which way do you see this game going?
I think it all depends for me how the Spanish respond to their rather sluggish performance last night, I thought. And but we know the Germans have got some height, they've got some strength, they've got some the German machine, as we say, the sporting machine. And Rubio, of course, is such a talented player, and Ortega for Spain. I think we'll need to watch them and see how they perform. And the tallest man in the court, number 28, Lorenzo, for Spain will be a big...
Lorenzo's pass on that occasion, not finding Ortega, and the ball knocked out of bounds by the hands of the gentleman wearing white. I've said it a few times in commentary, even when Germany are behind in games, they always look like they remain composed and believe in themselves that they can overcome whatever situation they find themselves in.
Yeah, they just keep going, don't they? They just keep going. At the moment, number 10 from Germany, Raya, is on 2 points. So, but he will get more points on the board before long.
Lammering, the 14 for Germany, unable to convert, so 9-point advantage. We have 1:46 to play. I think Spain desperate to come out fighting in this game after the disappointment of last night.
Yeah, they've come out well, they've started well.
1:18 to play here in this first period. Germany on 4 team fouls at the moment, Spain just with the 2, and Spain will be looking to try and convert here and just pull away a little bit, give them a bit of breathing space to start the second period. And Rubia looks like he's found the form that deserted him last night.
Some of his shots just weren't dropping last night, but drained that one straight as all net.
And cool as you like, Alexander Budd. Correction, Lammering once again. Could it actually been?
It looks to me like Lammering is on 8 points now. It's really good to have somebody like that in your team when your normal scorers are underperforming. You need somebody else that can step up.
Stepping up is on Rubia for the Spanish, takes them up to 25, and 33 seconds left in this first period. 13-point advantage, and Germany will know that there's a lot of time, but they won't want this lead to start getting away from them.
No, 13 points is certainly recoverable.
You feel that they do want to score in this possession. They have 12 on the shot clock and turn the ball over. Loose pass on that occasion from Lammering. Spain can convert here. I have no doubt the Spanish will erupt with their passionate cries of joy like they normally do.
I'm sure they'll try and use up all of these 12 seconds before taking the shot.
That'll be the end of the first period. Spain, with a bit of the early momentum in this game, will lead 26 points to 13. Second quarter action about to get underway. Kenny, any your observations so far in this first quarter? Who's looking likely to turn things around for the Germans, if any?
Well, I think we can always look to Bud. He's been such a good scorer, very high percentages. So I think they'll be hoping he comes back on form.
to Bastian Kolb. Shot clock at 7, and Thomas Raya will get Germany up and running here this second quarter. Foul looks like it's going to go on Alexander Kaiser, it is. And Ortega's basket will count, and he'll go to the line for 1.
He loves those situations. Ortega, he draws the foul, 6 to 2 points, gets an extra bonus. Let's see if he converts.
Bud with the fadeaway, and like Ortega, draws the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line to try and narrow the deficit down to the 10 points. Such a fluid shooting action has Alexander Bud.
It's lovely to watch.
Of course, Kenny, we've mentioned quality of the club leagues that both of these countries have back home. I'm sure a lot of these players play against each other on a regular basis in the European Championship.
Yeah, they'll know each other quite well.
And Bastian Kolb plays it across to Alexander Bud, and Bud's effort on that occasion doesn't go. Good work by the big German number 15. Tobias Hell finds Bud, and he lays it out to Thomas Raya for the assist, and Raya takes the Germans up to the 19-point mark.
So we get a comfortable lead being
Chipped away, yeah.
Chipped away.
Just shows you how a couple of stops at the defensive side of the court and converting your opportunities at the other can quickly turn a game around. Right to talk to that, Spanish coach deciding a timeout is needed.
He's lost that comfortable lead, so he wants to pull his players in and speak to them and stop the general momentum. Like all sport, it's very psychological, so you miss 1 or 2 shots, your team, your other team score a few, and you begin to you can easily begin to question yourself.
I think in the semi-final game last night, the Spanish will feel that they gave that game away in the end. They did have control of it, but Japan obviously came back strong and managed to steal the win. So it just came down to their temperament on the evening.
Maybe a bit of hunger. Maybe the Japanese were really hungry for the win.
Garcia to Onrubia, back to Garcia, and Ortega at the free throw line. Doesn't often miss from that position, does he?
No, it's like a machine. Good
work from Alexander Kaiser. So Germany within striking distance still, and 7:14 to play here in the first half. By Poyato, and away comes Ortega. Almost made a hash of that, but takes Spain up to an 11-point lead. We have 6:36 to play here in the first half of the bronze medal game here at the 2021 U23 Men's World Wheelchair Basketball Championships. Just sort of spun his body at the wrong moment as he released that shot, and it ultimate effects didn't drop for the German. Tago tilts on the one wheel and gets that extra little bit of height that he needed. Penetrate the Spanish zone.
And in contrast, an easy layup for Lorenzo and the Spanish team to get another 2 points for his team.
Peter Rickards will call a timeout for the Germans, and Spain just starting to edge away slightly. Germany will hopefully come out of this timeout and try and keep chipping away if they can.
Yeah, they had it down. Germany had it down to 9 points, and now it's crept back up to 15. So there's quite a lot of ebb and flow in this game.
Some form of a run as we move into the final six minutes, just under 6 minutes to play here in this first half. 5:43 on the clock. Looking at the foul situation on both teams. Garcia on 2 for Spain, Kaiser on 2 for the Germans. Cole with the 3, doesn't drop. Taps the ball out of bounds, 6 seconds on the shot clock.
Some degree of pressure on this play. Spain in no hurry to inbound the ball, take their time.
In and out from the attempt of Unrubia, and good work there by Poyato initially. Did very well, but Ortega into action again. Germany just a little bit careless on that occasion. And now the lead creeping up to the 17-point mark. 4:45 to play in the first.
Yeah, Poyato makes them pay there for that steal. An offload to Lorenzo.
Ortega spins away from Thomas Raya, but referees will stop the play as Koyata was on the ground. Germany making some substitutions. Julian Lemmering will enter the game in place of Thomas Raya, and Hazza will go off and Paul Yakmich will come on.
Yeah, we've seen Yakmich do really well with his shooting in some of these games, so we'll be hoping for a bit of a performance for him, see what he can do.
And of course, Kenny, you've been here working with the IWBF as a classifier, and just talk a little bit about how the classification has gone this week, obviously with the new player eligibility and everything that's gone on, and how's that been this week?
It's gone quite smoothly, but we've had a lot of new players because it's a junior tournament, so we've had a tremendous amount of work to do, and we've got all the admin in the background to make sure we've got a trail of everything that we've done. So, but it's been interesting, it's been helpful. There's some real benefits to the new system.
Drop on either one of those for Ortega and Alexander Budd. Yakmich will find his way back up, and Rubia will inbound for the Spanish. 3:26 to play in the first half. Spain up to 40 points now. Clinical work there from Ignacio Ortega.
Just no stopping him at the moment.
Paul Yakmich managing to convert there for the Germans. Doesn't convert.
Just a bit short on the power there. Fell onto the ring rather than through the net.
Lemmering's attempt doesn't drop. Ortega almost knocked that ball out of Lorenzo's hand there, but referees will award Spain the inbound possession from the baseline. Poyato to Ortega.
Tallest man in the court gets that rebound easily there with, as the ball's coming off the ring. Well, I think Spain will want a bit more offensively from Lorenzo. He's got the height under the basket. See if he can contribute these two free throws.
57 seconds left in the first half.
I think the coach is seeing that, and I think we're going to see Lorenzo come off for 11 for
substitution called by the Spanish. Off goes Adrian Garcia, and onto the court comes Francisco Garcia. Readjusting his strapping, and Germany will inbound it. Tobias Hell. Lorenzo's shot doesn't drop, and 12 seconds left. Ortega will pick up the foul. Germany really struggling in this second period. Kenny?
Yeah, they're nearly not making inroads into that Spanish lead at all.
Just the 10 points to the Spanish 17, and that'll be the end of the first half. Spain with a comfortable lead at this stage. Lead the Germans 43 points to 24. What do the Germans need to do, Kenny, coming out in the third quarter?
I think they'll have to have some kind of rethink, but we can see that the shot percentage is not very high for them, and something just they're hoping for something to change there. You just have to keep going.
Yep.
I'm not sure if they'd want to press them or do something with the Spanish team.
Yeah, Germany shooting at the 37% versus Spain 60%. So
that's the story.
That's the tail of the tape right now. And at halftime, Spain 43, Germany 24. We'll be back for the second half in a few minutes' time. Welcome back to the Prince of Songkla University. We are just about to go into the second half here of the bronze medal final between Germany and Spain. Spain dominating proceedings at the moment, leading the Germans by 43 points to 24. And in commentary with me is Kenny Mackay. Kenny, just looking forward to the second half. Germany obviously trailing by a fair amount. What do they need to do to come back here?
Well, we were looking at their stats during the half-time break there, and it's clear difference in the stats between the Germans and the Spanish. They just need to get their shots to drop. But they need to do it pretty quickly. It's 19-point lead. Don't want that to increase anymore to make it possible.
Yeah, they've got to convert and on the offensive end, and obviously they certainly don't want to let Spain keep the scoreboard ticking over. Germany will come up with Bastian Kohl. And, Ortega, long pass. Didn't job for the Germans on that occasion, and Ortega looks likely to take the lead now up to 21 points, and just starting to get away from Germany at the moment.
Yeah, we talked about the Germans needing to get their percentage on the shot higher, and they've missed first two of this quarter.
Bastian Kohl with the three-point effort there, doesn't drop. And if Germany are already starting to try reign with the three-point attempts, it could be a long second half for them. They need to just compose themselves. Spoke earlier about normally they look very composed, but today they just don't look like they're up for this encounter.
They don't look like they're up for it. They're looking a bit sluggish, lacking a bit of focus.
Bastian Kohl towards Lammering. Lammering's shot just not dropping at all for Germany at the moment. Spain in total control. Lorenzo looking for the foul, nothing was called, and Germany will bring it up with Yakmich, Bastian Kohl.
Again, going for the outside shot, not waiting for one of his teammates to penetrate the zone.
And on the other end, Ignacio Ortega breaks for the Spanish. 47-24, 6:37 to play here in the third quarter.
When you take those outside shots, you really want to wait until at least one of your teammates has penetrated the zone, so you've got an opportunity for the rebound.
And even the reliable Alexander Budd's shots now wayward, not even reaching the basket. So just all seems to be coming undone for Germany at the moment. It'll take a big turnaround if they were to come back in this game. One would feel.
I won't put any of my. I'll wait for a bit before putting a banker on Spain.
Foul will be called against Alexander Budd there, his second foul. Just having a quick look at the scoring for the game. Ortega at 26 points for the Spanish. Lammering with the 8 points. Ortega leading the game in rebounds with 11. Bud with 7 for the Germans. And 10 assists for Adrian Garcia. Lorenzo will play it into Ortega. Ball was knocked out of bounds by a German hand. Shot just going in there from Ortega as the shot clock sounded. So Germany are trailing by 24 points to 49. And Germany with the substitution. Out goes Bastian Kolb, and onto the court comes Alexander Kaiser. Alexander Budd gets Germany up to 25 points. At the body language on the German bench, not looking good at the moment.
They're looking very resigned.
And Germany now with Paul Yakmich.
See 3 Spanish towers around the German offensive player there, not allowing the shot away.
Kaiser inbounds the ball for the Germans, and Garcia snaps it away from Jakmic, and he will find Puyato. His attempt doesn't go in, and
these are basic mistakes from the Germans.
Technical foul is going to be called. I'm not sure who the technical foul is, and it looks like it's on the Spanish coach, because he put up his arms to say "Humi," and now has walked across and sat down at the bench looking unimpressed. I'm not sure if that was what it was. To Jakbic. 4:30 to play in the third. And Ortega keeps his points tally ticking over. Takes him up to 32 points. It's a big game from Ortega today.
Yeah, very big game.
Nice work from Jakmic. And Rubio keeps the Spanish scoreboard ticking over. 3:37 to play in the third. Hammering takes the Germans up to 31, 24 points deficit. Time against Germany, although still time for a comeback, but based on the current momentum and form, Germany just don't look like it's going to happen at all today.
They're not looking like they've got the intensity there.
Lorenzo, his efforts there take Spain up to 57, 2:52 left in the third. Not quite the billing this game was made out to be, Kenny, and
it's one of these games, third and fourth place, it can be really hard to raise your game for after the disappointment of the semi-final. Jakimic contributes 2.
And Rubio's pass a little bit too long there for Ortega. Spain will press. No, sorry, it's inbound for Spain. Good work there from Ignacio Ortega.
It's just so easy for Ortega. Germany know that's the man to stop, and they've just been unable to do that.
1:35 to play in the third. Spain 61, Germany 35. Ortega with a 36-point game at this stage. Points machine today for the men in red and yellow. Make that 38 points. Well on his way to maybe even reaching a 50-point mark by the end of the game.
He's clearly an awesome talent. All through the tournament he's been scoring high.
Yeah. 2-point effort there from Jakovic takes Germany up to 38 points, and we're in the final minute of this third quarter. Seconds left. 63 for Spain, 38 for Germany. Third quarter about to come to an end. And 4 seconds to go. That will be the end of the third quarter. Spain looks like they're heading towards clinching the bronze medal for this competition, Kenny, but who knows what could happen in the fourth.
We have one more quarter to go, and it's possible, but unlikely. But yeah, things can happen. 25 points. Well, let's hope Germany come out and make a really good quarter this next and last quarter. This is their last quarter before they go home and before. Well, this is the springboard for their whatever tournament they'll be at next. So you never want to finish a tournament on a low.
And I suppose it's also the opportunity for some of the players to, advertise themselves. Maybe clubs, some of the senior clubs around the European leagues might be looking to recruit new players.
And we have observed some of the coaches talking to different players, looking at the recruiting them for the different clubs and university rosters. So yeah.
Kenny, I would imagine that this final coming up next is going to be a loud affair with both sets of supporters having a large contingent of rather vocal support.
Yeah, well, we know that the Turkish team are going to bring a large support. They're going to be very vocal. And it's been we talk about the Japanese mentality, it's been very proper. They certainly know how to support their wheelchair basketball team. So yeah, it's going to be a loud old affair.
Fourth quarter about to get underway, and Germany will look to try and finish as strong as they can. Rubia. Thomas Ryer there converting for Germany. Mounting the comeback for the Germans in this quarter. Only 23 points to chip away. Tough ask for Germany at this stage, of course. Rubia, loose pass there, and another stop, and Koyata will be called for the foul.
Yeah, taking one for the team there to start the fast break.
I think that is Koyata's first foul. That was on the Spanish number 11 there, Garcia, in fact. Good tracking back there by Alexander Budd. And Raya's three-point attempt doesn't drop. Should go against the German number 7. I think it was number 7. Yep, Bastian Kolb picks up his third. Lorenzo pushes the Spanish up to the 65-point mark. Alexander Budd adds to his points tally. He's been relatively quiet in this game, Kenny, as Alexander Budd.
Yeah, he's now on 8, so he's very low scoring match for him. We've seen him before being top scorer. There's days where you just can't buy a basket. I think for Bud, this is one of those days.
Ball tapped out of bounds, and Germany will have the inbound. Timeout's going to be called by Coach Peter Rickards.
I think Peter will be scratching his hair out, trying to figure out what can he do with this team to shift things around, turn things around.
Yeah, it's to me it's they're lacking the energy to to pull this back, and not taking anything away from Spain. Obviously the gameplay has been spot on. The defense has been solid, and of course Ortega with 38 points, more than half of the Spanish points.
Yeah, I wonder if it's the mentality of Spain. They've been so disappointed at losing last night's match. They came out with something to prove. And Germany thinking, oh, it's the third and fourth, let's just turn up and play. I think we can't take anything away from Spain. They're looking like they're going to win this game comfortably. And Ortega looks like he's going to hit more than 40 points, so hats off.
Bastian Kolb's long range 3-point attempt doesn't land for the number 7 for Germany, and 6:20 to play here in the fourth. Lorenzo will convert, and he will go to the line.
Nice assist from Ortega. And we're seeing Lorenzo's points tally just notching up as the game progresses.
Alexander Kaiser will play it towards Bastian Kolb, and Kolb just keeps the German scoring rolling over on the scoreboard. Rubio not able to make that one count. On 10 points for the game, and Ortega steals the ball back for Spain, and he will find Lorenzo, and Lorenzo doesn't often miss from that sort of position.
No, he's got the height, he's got the clear advantage of height, and he's very experienced. So. Yeah, nice to see him just put that shot away cleanly.
Final half of this quarter to go, 5 minutes, under 5 minutes, and Spain 69, Germany 44. Ignacio Ortega.
I have the impression that Ortega's really enjoying this, dominating the boards down the other end, and now he's just assisting his teammates to get points on the board.
In the meantime, Germany will make substitutions. Raya and Kolb and Kaiser will depart the court, and onto the court comes Julian Lemmering, and number 11 for Germany is Luis Conrad, and also on court looks like the number 11, Conrad. Maximilian Lemmering looking for Conrad. Lorenzo will pass the ball out to Francisco Garcia. Francisco Garcia spins away and looks towards Ignacio, and Ignacio Ortega up to 40 points, Spain up to 71, 3:29 to play in this game. Out of bounds. Germany have the inbound substitution for both teams. Soren Siebold will come on, replaces Tobias Pell, and off goes Onrubia and Francisco Garcia, and on comes the Spanish number 12. There is Carbo, and Onrubia stays on, Poyato goes off, and Raul Vega comes on. 3 minutes to play. in this bronze final. Spain are going back with some form of silverware there, Kenny.
Yeah, they'll be happy to come back at least with something. It's not the colour that they would have wanted, but they have a medal. And an interesting substitution from the Spanish. He's really changed the way his team will perform. He's got 3 smaller players, faster, very mobile, just leaving the 2 Tylers on. So a change of tactics from Spain. At this stage in the tournament, it's nice for the coaches to be able to play their benches. The players have come a long way to come here, so it's nice for them to get some court time.
One player who has had a fair amount of court time is, of course, Ortega.
I think he must be our man of the match.
Yeah, with 40 points,
40
he
points.
couldn't look much further than that. You know, he's not playing against a minnows team here either. He's playing against the Germans, so standout performance by a long way.
Yeah, his performance has really got that bronze medal. Take away his 40 points. Although you have to remember his team have worked for him. Off the ball, they were picking and rolling, creating the space for him to glide into those positions where he gets his shot.
Yeah. Ortega edges up to the 42-point mark. 74 plays 44. Don't think anybody would have predicted a 30-point blowout by Spain over Germany. And off goes Ortega, and looks like on Rubia.
So yeah.
Francisco Garcia will come on, as does the number
10. Roy Cavero.
So number 22 is Paradalas. The eyesight is failing Kenny. Number 20 is Ubri Sanchez. He's on for Spain, and for Germany there, Luis Conrad did well, but Lammering converts, so he'll have a opportunity to try and get Germany up to 47 points. 1:15 to play in this game. Spain cruising to the bronze medal here in Phuket, and Lorenzo adding to his ever-growing points total. He goes up to 17 points for the game. Seconds left. Lorenzo for 3, just to rub further salt into the wounds of the Germans.
Taking his total up to a very respectable 20.
Jakovic said,
"Response in kind."
Jakovic turns to Lorenzo and says, "Anything you can do, I can do better." Maybe Lorenzo will say, well, let's have some of this then. But I think Spain will hold on to the ball, and Soren Siebold wants to. I don't think Siebold realized how much time was left. And, so Spain will be our bronze medalists here at the 2021 U23 Men World Wheelchair Basketball Championships, beating the Germans by 79 points to 49. Just summing up the game, Kenny.
Well, I think we have to say it's a very convincing win from Spain. And that man, Ortega, 42 points on the board. That's going to win a match. That's going to win a match any time.
All right, and just a reminder, coming up is the gold medal game between Turkey and Japan, and we'll be back in about half an hour or so for that final. So from Jerry Smith and Kenny McCarr, we'll be back shortly.